Bottom boys, bottom boys.
Coming to the bottom
bottom
with the
boys,
bottom
getting to the
boys.
bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the
Coming
whatever
to the
you
bottom
want.
with the
Bottom
bottom
boys,
boys.
bottom,
Coming to the
bottom,
bottom with the
bottom boys.
That was lovely.
That was
lovely.
I've got a boner.
I feel like we're the beached whales boys. We nailed it. Hi, I am your snake daddy, your shitposter supreme, Matt Keck. Alongside me, it's the man of a million beans, the light of my life,
Paul, Silverback Gorilla Shields.
Oh my goodness, the silverback in the house. If you haven't heard, the whole internet's debating 100 guys versus one silverback gorilla. And we're going to get to that here in a second, but we got to catch up. It's been a minute. You ain't seen the boys since we went to WrestleMania in Vegas.
Just got a shirt to prove it.
Yeah, we do. I got to say, it was some of what I expected and some not what I expected, but overall, great time.
What did you not expect, Matt? And it was your birthday.
It was my birthday weekend. I will say my birthday is the 18th, so we flew out on my birthday. And on my birthday, actually, I think was some of my favorite wrestling shows.
Oh,
we went to
that. Yeah, I had a great time. I saw freaking Michael Jackson wrestle a guy.
So a guy named
Asian guy. And then I saw Sex Doll wrestle an Asian guy.
Yeah, you did.
And then
they had a Michael Jackson impersonator, and his name's Santana Jackson, and he does like the moonwalk. He does all the moves. He puts on the sparkly glove in the middle of the match, and then the way he won is he left the ring, and then he came back as the Thriller Werewolf, which meant that he was like invincible at that point.
Yeah,
and
that guy was fighting, kept telling to go to what was he saying? He was like, go to freaking. I can't remember.
He goes, go back to your chimpanzee.
Go back to your chimpanzee.
It was so awesome. That guy was very funny. Is he the same one that just said Caesar's penis?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, he went on
somebody just yelling Caesar's penis.
Yeah, so he I think he kind of thought they might have been in Caesar's palace. They weren't. They were in the Palms. It was close, but he went on some speech about not being in Caesar's palace and that they were actually at Caesar's penis. It was a little unintelligible, but absolutely hilarious.
It was great. Et tu, Brute?
Yeah, oh man. WrestleMania itself, I think overall I liked the second night more, but I liked the first night's main event the most.
Yes,
that main event
agreed.
with Seth. I mean, obviously, if you listen to the cast and you watch wrestling, you already know your boy basically called it, but it was incredible being there live while it happened, watching everyone's reactions to every moment. John Cena, big letdown. Not gonna lie, I'm glad he has the belt. Big letdown.
They didn't even have The Rock. Didn't even come out.
Boo The Rock.
Why are you not having The Rock come out?
I don't even know.
At WrestleMania.
I guess.
And at the time you want The Rock to come out?
You know, especially when there's like a whole storyline built up around the guy. Like,
yeah,
you own part of this company, bro. Check the ego and show up. Damn.
He maybe he was doing
Scorpion King 6.
Yeah.
Now, before we get
Jumanji 12.
Oh man, I hope so. I love those movies. They're dumb as fuck, but I love them. Before we get too deep into the episode...
You skipped right about the freaking dude wrestling a sex doll.
Okay. I will talk about the dude wrestling a sex doll because that was my favorite match of the night. My favorite match of the weekend.
I actually knew the Asian dude wrestling. I've seen him wrestle before.
Minoru Suzuki. They call him Murder Grandpa. He's a former MMA fighter. Very quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so he comes out here and he's like a legit serious guy, right? And the whole bit is that this blow-up doll can fight. Well, he gets in there and he's not playing along with it. He's just stomping it, whatever. He goes to pin it for the first time. Well, then suddenly it reverses it. It rolls him over. And so suddenly you're watching this super serious dude do like a 25-minute match with this sex doll. It's absolutely incredible. They have this guy dressed in all black that's like the shadow of it that just like grabs it and throws it over the top. It's artwork, people. It's artwork. Got to meet some wrestlers. Ran into old Brody King at the airport.
At the airport coming in.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. House of Black. We saw Willow. I got to take a selfie with Willow, and then Willow took a selfie with me, which was pretty sweet. We saw Zack Sabre Jr. ordering coffee. We saw Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford eating McDonald's. And I got a selfie with that Michael Jackson impersonator, Santana Jackson. I love that guy. He's great. He's so funny.
Wrestlers love some junk food.
Yeah, they do. Are you kidding? They're out there burning all those calories. Shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot. I love junk food, and I'm not burning those calories.
Then we watched 60-year-old, 70-year-old dudes wrestle in a ring.
Oh, yeah, that was so great. They had the old man.
It was like a
battle royal. And then one of their sons came out like a legacy wrestler to come talk a bunch of shit, and then they all beat him up, which was great. Oh, man. And then we saw Sabu's last match. No ropes, barbed wire against Joey Janela. It was a bit of a mess.
It was a thing.
I will say, though, that I got to be there live for a Sandman entrance, which Sandman's hilarious. I think he's a terrible wrestler. Always was, but that entrance, that was fun. It was just fun. People went nuts.
I know he was, but
Metallica.
People were yelling. I was like, okay,
oh, man.
I'll yell.
Yeah, you got to, right? It's the Sandman. Exit light, baby. Insert night. I said the wrong word. So, before we get into this, as some of you who are viewing in the video format might notice, there's a bit of an award right here.
Ooh, very phallic.
Yeah, isn't it? It's quite
phallic that is.
Strong and phallic. It represents manhood. You see, what I got right here, this is the J.D. Vance Award for Very Cool Tough Guys, and I gotta fix the camera real quick. Fuck a couch.
J.D. Vance just throwing shit.
Fuck a couch.
He didn't even say thank you. You're gonna even say thank you once on your visit?
I forgot. I'm very sorry. I did not say thank you.
You just tossed the trophy across there. You need the trophy. You just torched.
So anyway, I crushed Matt Poole.
You crushed Matt Poole.
Oh, God. So if anyone knows the new Pope, don't let him talk to me. Because clearly, as...
I thought it was...
Still mind-boggled that we have a vice president whose name rhymes with pee-pee pants. It's absolutely hilarious. Or gay pee pants, even. Man.
Gay pee pants.
Yeah, gay pee pants.
That's great.
Yeah, people should make fun of him by calling him gay pee pants. I think that's a great nickname. Oh, man. So, as we mentioned at the top of the hour...
So, what was that trophy for?
That was the J.D. Vance Award for Very Cool and Strong Manly Men.
Awesome.
Yep. I handled it well. So, as we mentioned at the top of the hour, we the world's talking about 100 men versus a gorilla. Now, I asked Google how big a silverback gorilla is. It's not even 6 foot tall. It's like 500 pounds. An average dude, probably close to the same height as the gorilla, and probably about 180 pounds, we'll say. That means 100 dudes is 18,000 pounds. And the internet took 2 weeks to decide if 500 pounds of meat could beat 18,000 pounds of meat.
Well, I think you're just doing pounds of meat. But
I am.
Animals are
just so many people.
Have you seen the Chimp Lady documentary on Netflix?
Oh, I know they can rip you apart.
And that chimp literally ripped the door of the cop car off.
Oh yeah,
rip a freaking door off.
I get it. Are some
that dude was
dudes
shitting his pants?
Are some dudes gonna get fucked up? For sure, but 100 at once,
but
the gorilla's screwed.
Well, here's the
100 one at a time, gorilla got some.
Here's
feels like that's right.
As far as it's play D&D, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
play D&D.
Yeah.
And they've already have this mapped out.
Sure.
Right? There's an action, and actually put a picture to deal here.
Ooh.
I got this. This is a picture of the game show,
1 versus 100?
The Floor.
Oh, the floor.
The Floor. And there's 100 people on the floor.
That's a lot of people.
And that's 100 people right there.
Yeah.
That's 100 people. And
That's 18,000 pounds of meat.
yeah, that's a lot of people. And they're basically split up how you would in Dungeons and Dragons.
Sure, square
where you
by
get
square.
like a 5-foot square.
That's interesting.
In D&D, right?
Are you going to set up the floor in a D&D game?
So that's the picture. Oh,
That'd be
maybe.
hilarious.
I just wanted to describe.
Just to show people what 100
Just do a D&D
people...
game and they have to. What's this? What's this picture of a lamp? What is this?
Yeah,
When
they
you
have to,
show
like,
a picture of a lamp. What is this? A stapler?
You go.
What is this?
You can get like a druid up there, and their expertise is animals, and it's just like a squirrel, a raccoon, like you just have the name on the
That
animal.
show. Have you watched the?
Oh, it's insane.
They're like
the floor.
the greatest trivia game. There's no trivia.
No, the floor just shows you pictures, like stock pictures of whatever the category is.
What's this? An egg? Yep.
And it's actually really funny because it's just a competition of like who's gonna slip up first to some degree, because it's always the dumbest thing that they're like, oh fuck, what's that called? What's that called? What's that called? And they're like, that is a spork, sir. That is a spork. And he's like, is it a spoink? Is it a spock? It's a pass.
Yeah.
It's an intense show. I watched the whole first season.
I did too. I watched the whole first season.
And
I don't know why.
I don't
There's
either.
the one lady
It
who
was
thought she
not
knew
good.
what she was doing the whole time. She's like, I'm dominating this, and I know how
It's
to.
like, I know what stuff is.
I'm like, you don't. Jesus.
It literally is know what stuff is.
She was like
the
yelling
show.
at people, telling them, giving them advice on what they should do, and I'm like, what are you talking about? There's no advice to give here, except for just
know what stuff is.
yes.
Know what stuff is. Is that the
Can you
whole...
identify this picture?
That's the whole concept. It's literally flashcards for adults. It's incredible. It's kind of like if none of them knew English, it would be a really great Duolingo game, but it's Duolingo in your own language. It's it's English vocabulary.
Yeah. What's this word?
Teapot, teacup, tea bag. Great.
Yeah, salt shaker. Yep, you're right. What?
The fact that I've probably watched 10 plus hours of that is really depressing. I won't lie. So 100 people versus one gorilla. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. So that's why I wish you knew how many people there were.
And all at once, I feel like, great. They'll probably take him down because there's just too many. He can't lift that much weight. But one at a time or in small groups, he could take him out. Well,
yeah, because, number one, they're not going to, you cannot, like Dungeons & Dragons, they've already mapped it out. I know it's not perfect,
right,
but at least they have a thing.
Yeah.
Right? And they have a thing, it's action economy.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? So you have 100 people versus this one. If you're fighting a bunch of goblins, which are like the lowest level of dungeon people,
little dungeon punks.
They're like the lowest guy. You might be way stronger than them, but if they're hitting you, they get to go 100 times.
Yeah.
Before you get to go once.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah, because they'll all go 100 times and at least hit you for one. That's 100 hit points. Yeah. So then it's your turn, and you take out 3 at the most.
And they won't always hit you, but I think the percentage is like 50 over 50%.
So you're at least getting hit for 50 hit points. There're not that many characters that have 100 hit points.
Yeah.
So yeah, the gorilla's going to punch a few people out. It's also going to get taken down because you can only throw so many punches.
But also, you can only get so many. Also, though, you have him in one spot, right?
Right. So not everyone can get in there.
You cannot get in there unless you're like a halfling or something that can like.
Yeah. So not everyone could get in there at once. So there will be some bit of.
You can get maybe 10. Yeah. Maybe 10 around you. Like say 10 of these people. Like if he's in the middle, because he's kind of big. Gorilla's, I think, is I'd have to look at the book,
They're
but Monster Manual to see if how big the gorilla was. But I think a gorilla's large. Maybe it's medium. I don't know. Size, maybe doesn't take up. How big did you say the gorilla was?
They're actually less than 6 foot tall.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere
How
around
fat are they?
500-ish pounds. So they're broad,
500
they're
pounds?
like broad boys.
6 foot tall and 500 pounds. Jesus, yeah,
They're broad boys.
When they sit around the house.
They are the house. They're that big couch, that gorilla couch that they made on AI, and then someone made it a real couch. Have you seen that?
Oh man,
thing?
those are awesome.
Yeah, I love that couch. It's
I
so
would
cool.
love to have that gorilla couch.
Yes, they made it real.
Yeah,
It's so great.
they did.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a real couch. It was
Originally it wasn't,
Oh,
and
wow.
then they made it a real couch.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, such a good couch.
I'd pay a lot of money for that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you would have to pay a lot of money for that.
I will say, on the subject of 100 men versus one gorilla, history has taught us that one child could kill one gorilla. R.I.P. Harambe. No.
Oh man.
No. But we wanted to talk about maybe some other things that would be fun to watch 100 people fight. Like maybe a list of things.
So what could 100 people beat?
Yeah, like what's something that would at least be a good fight against 100 people too. That would be fun. Like
Yeah.
Like I'll just my first one off the top of my head.
Okay.
I think it'd be more fun to watch 100 people fight 1% of the world's ants.
1%?
Yeah. And you want to know why?
That's a lot of fucking ants,
yes,
man.
because I read a fact that said if you combined everything in the world that wasn't ants, and then you combined all of the ants make up more mass than the rest of the world combined. So I want to see if 100 dudes could take out that many ants.
How are you? So, do you send out like invitations
For these 100
to the ants?
I think we make them fire ants.
Ooh.
So they're irritable and that their sting hurts more.
Oh, well, or
I
what
guess
if
it's just all ants, right? I said all ants. So it's a smattering of ants, but we're gonna put them in a dome. This is gonna be like an arena for
they
us.
will beat 100 men without a doubt.
I think so too.
There's no doubt about it.
Okay, but what if they're all on the ground? They have to start on the ground. Like, are they gonna build up and fight the men, or are the men gonna be able to stomp them out?
Oh, number one, they
Ants
can't do. I can't
are
by
smart.
myself.
Can't kill
I
the
gotta
ants?
buy freaking deals to get rid of the ants.
See, I'm a big ant crusher.
I can't get. They are too small. They get around to places. Oh yeah, you can get some of them. They don't give a shit.
I'll get 'em
You
all.
can't get them all.
I'll get them all.
You know what?
I'll get them all.
When ants come and get in around my sink, you come get them.
You let me know.
Yeah.
I did it to my house.
You got to get the
I'll do
freaking
it
bait.
to your house.
That's what you gotta
You really
do.
do. It takes it back and
Yeah,
then they kill them
they'll
all.
freaking. Yeah.
You know what I hate about ants is when they pinch your cheeks and
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What if you get
None
100
of my
aunts?
None of
100 aunts.
None of my aunts ever did that. 100 aunts would probably win.
Oh, yeah.
No one's punching their aunt.
Or their handbag just.
Uh-huh. Okay, what's on your list of things that would be fun to watch?
Yeah, but I think the ants for sure.
Ants are gonna win probably.
Ants are gonna win.
But I think they could stomp
ant,
a lot of them out. I think they could stomp a lot out.
Not even sure that 100 people could beat one ant.
I think they could. I mean, I can beat an ant.
If you can get to it.
Oh, I can get to it.
He little.
I'm coming for you, ants.
He
I'm
little.
coming for you. I've killed millions of ants.
He's little.
I'm the ant murderer.
Okay.
I'm here for the
I mean, you could.
ants. They're my
I guess you
enemies.
could. I mean, but you can get on the ground.
Yeah, that's true. They can go underground. That makes it more difficult.
Yeah. They can burrow underground. You're going to have to get to them. You have to find this one ant. You think it's easy, but they're always in groups. They're always in the societies.
I've actually
right?
watched this thing where these ants were solving puzzles faster than the humans were. They like gave humans this long thing that was like a shape to get through these specific doors, and they had ants do the same thing, and the ants beat them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're just trying to get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't trying to figure it out. They're just trying to get the hell out.
Yeah, and they were just like, yeah, we got this. We know where to go.
Yeah, they just hit a wall and went the other way.
Yep. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. It's so crazy. It works.
I have, let's see, I I think 100 men could beat. You can fight me on this, but I think 100 men could. Okay, first let's put down what are our rules in the 100 men? No weapons.
No weapons. It's just humans.
So
they're all healthy.
Okay.
It's a random selection. We'll
Okay.
just say they're all 100 average
Normal men. These men.
Well, just normal men.
Just normal men.
Well, just normal men. Yeah, not these ones. These ones kind of suck. Like, dudes like us. Like, I could be a dude, you could be a dude. We're very different, but, like, random selection.
Okay. And,
so there's at least one dude, like, there's at least one monster dude in there. Probably.
Okay, right. The average. And then there's also...
Like a little tiny boy. The little short kings.
Little guy.
There's a couple short kings, a couple big boys.
Okay, got it.
A mix.
It averages
a
out.
nice mix.
Got it, understand. But no weapons, just
no
bare
weapons.
fists.
Yep, fists.
Bare fists.
Fists and feet.
Fist and feet.
Fist
and feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think 100 men could beat Bigfoot. Okay. Not the mythical beast, but the monster truck.
Interesting. With no weapons.
Yeah.
No way. Bigfoot's gonna crush these dudes.
It's
so big.
They're gonna be running. I get it. I guess they're big, but if they do, hear me out. If they do like a pyramids, they pyramid themselves, jump inside of Bigfoot. At that point, Bigfoot can't do nothing. If they get in the bed of Bigfoot. A gravedigger, no.
Now
Bigfoot.
Let me give you just a handful of questions.
Okay.
Which is bigger?
We're doing a pyramid.
Which is bigger? 10 people or one school bus? Because I've seen Bigfoot fucking crush like 12 school buses all at once.
Okay, here's the thing.
So I think he's taking out that human pyramid in one wheelie. He's just and you're under them big old wheels.
Bigfoot coming straight at you, right?
Yeah.
It's coming at you, right? You now have 100 people on you as a human pyramid.
So
of
you're
100
probably
people.
Crushed to death on the bottom.
And as they come, the ones on top, the ones on bottom, they are sacrificing
They
themselves.
died long ago.
But the other ones, they'll try to jump out of the way, but get out of the way. But they, a lot of them will go underneath. There's a lot of space underneath. But
that's true. There is.
At least half are going to jump off and be able to get on top of Bigfoot.
Nah.
And then at least half of those might fall off.
I feel like you've got 100 Chinese acrobats on your team.
Yes, they are juggling plates at the same time.
Making a giant human pyramid, flipping up onto the top of the truck.
I used to make pyramids, get drunk and make pyramids all the time.
You did. I've seen the pictures.
Yeah.
I've been in some of the pyramids. Yeah. Oh, man. No, I mean...
Do you think not?
I think... Almost for sure, definitely no, because their fists can't do anything to the Bigfoot truck. That thing can drive like 100 miles an hour, and it's huge.
That's the thing. 100 brain power.
Yeah, they crush. He's crushing. Brain
power. Jumping up, and then once they're on the vehicle, Bigfoot can't do shit.
I will say, I would love to watch them attempt it.
So you don't think that they'll be able to get onto the vehicle?
No, and I think
that's your thing.
At the most, they get one shot
out of
100. At one shot,
out of 100 people, you don't think one of those on top of a pyramid can get into Bigfoot?
100 people won't be on the top of the pyramid.
No, they won't. But
there'll be like maybe 3 high enough to jump on top of
out of 100.
Yeah, maybe.
Of these guys, look. Let's put this in pyramid shape.
Okay,
it's gonna be. We put that in pyramid shape, and then, you're gonna have at least a good 10 to 20.
Yeah.
With a jump, and you could throw them,
and then they got to be able to hold on while it's at top speeds. I think it just hits one ramp and it tosses them all, and then it just crushes them.
But if they hit a ramp, but you can't do it during ramp time.
All right.
But
my next one takes this conversation down a step, right?
okay.
My next one, forget a monster truck. That might, I like your plan, don't get me wrong, but it feels like there's a high percentage of losing in this plan. What about 100 people versus a smaller truck? 100 people versus the cyber truck.
Oh.
That's already happening.
Yeah, that thing just blows up on its own.
I mean, I feel like you can do 0 people.
I think you don't need a person to make that thing.
I think if you want to ruin the life of the person inside, you just put one small child in front of it and it doesn't recognize it and you go to prison forever. Listen, maybe the Cybertruck's not a great choice. Maybe that was but you know what? I said it. It's my second choice. I've seen
it'll blow up on its own, and then the 100 people will just be holding protest signs. For
the Elon Musk
protest signs.
Oh boy. Now I think what they should do. You remember in Street Fighter how they used to make you beat up a car?
Oh yeah, I do remember beating up a car.
They should
one section of it.
Yeah,
huh?
they should modernize beating up the car and like make it like a Cybertruck or like a PT Cruiser, like the cars.
They
that
have
people
those
think are ugly.
they have those at like the fairs and stuff. They'll have the car
and
there
you can just
where
hit
people
it?
can just hit it with shit.
Ooh, they have those rooms where you can
just
do
pay
that.
to hit it.
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that.
They'll let you beat up on that car.
Dang, I want to smash a car.
Yeah,
you wouldn't download a car. Okay, fine. The Cybertruck loses. The monster truck wins. What's your second pick?
Oh, my second pick. Okay, here's what I was thinking.
Uh-huh.
Here's the thought. Now, I didn't have a pick, but what is... As far as...
Uh-huh.
Avengers.
Ooh, okay.
As far as the Avengers go...
Yes.
Let's say no flying.
No flying.
Let's say flying is not an option because they're not fleeing.
Got it.
They're not going to flee. There's no flying involved. Other than that, though, they can use powers.
Can they use weapons?
If they have their weapons, if it's a normal weapon that they use, I would say yes.
So, like...
They could use it.
Black Widow can have her guns?
I would say no guns. Okay so... No blasting weapons.
Okay.
No distance weapons.
No Thor hammer. Because he could shoot lightning bolts.
Yeah. No distance.
No Captain America shield. I feel like you have to lose the weapons or else it's almost an immediate loss.
Well, I don't know that.
Not on Hawkeye, maybe.
I think they could.
A bow and arrow is probably not taking out 100 guys.
Here's the deal. There won't be distance weapons because it's going to be close quarters.
Yeah.
Okay? We're not in... So distance weapons are not another D&D thing.
Yeah.
They'll be at a disadvantage.
True.
For the distance weapons. So give them the distance weapons. I don't care. It's at a disadvantage anyway. What Avenger is the most that 100 people... 100 men could take out?
I mean, I feel like...
Which Avenger?
I feel like Hawkeye feels like the choice.
Yeah.
The first choice. Mm-hmm. That's like...
Black Widow.
And then Black Widow because, she won't have her guns. Mm-hmm. Now, from there, I'm not going to go new Avengers. Hashtag... It's not spoiler alerts because they did it to all their own promos. So I won't include the Thunderbolts. But let's say... From there, maybe...
Captain America?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the next choice.
Captain America goes down. I think Captain America goes down. Captain America, he is at the peak of human capabilities.
But he doesn't... He gets overwhelmed.
He's at the peak of human capabilities.
Yeah.
So he's not over what a human could do. It's at the most a human could possibly get to. That's what the super soldier serum gives you.
Yeah.
So he has that. So 100...
Taking
people?
him out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going down.
Even Prince Ali, Fabulous He Ali Ababa, was only strong as 10 regular men, as you can see. So
I have one.
Uh-huh. Hulk takes him out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hulk and Thor, you can't kill those guys.
No.
Those guys are on god levels.
I think...
What about Iron Man?
So, yeah, I mean, if he's got the suit, he wins. but no flying, I guess.
Even if you, what's the suit gonna do?
shoot all the freaking repulsors.
It's gonna shoot stuff. But what if you're behind him? You get him behind him, and you start freaking holding him down. There's enough people. Action economy, man. Holding you down.
Yeah.
You get that many people.
I think that one's close because I think he can like electrify his suit. And
he is
and
strong,
shit.
and he can pull you off. But
I think he's just got too many. I think he's just got too many like weapons and stuff. Like he could just electrify the suit so they can't touch him, and he can shoot lasers.
I guess he can't electrify it. Huh?
I mean, I think you're right that he's that's like the line right there. Like I feel like
you know who I think is right there? Spider-Man. I think 100 people take out Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's tough.
Spider-Man is super strong. Got all the webbing. Spider-Man is right there with maybe right below or if equal to Thing in strength.
I think he's stronger than Thing. Actually,
yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah,
but,
I would too, because I never know. But
right
I remember
there.
there's some people that
He's
you're
right
like,
there.
oh, poor Thing, like on the list of strengths.
And he's very jumpy and thing. But here's why I know that Spider-Man would go down with 100 people.
Let's hear it.
Who's Spider-Man's rogue gallery?
Well, you got Dr. Octopus. You got
70-year-old collecting Social Security dudes.
Vulture,
all those are his arch nemesis.
You got Silvermane.
His arch nemesis are the Vulture,
the elderly.
The Vulture.
It's the elderly and like
Doc
business
Ock.
owners. his best friend's dad. You were right though. He's gonna get taken out by 100. He got taken out by 6. Jeesh.
6 geriatrics.
6 old dudes.
I just watched
the grumpier old men took out Spider-Man. A bunch of old scientists that named themselves after fucking Noah's Ark. Oh man, that's I think Spider-Man does get taken out by 100. I think
Spider-Man taken out. Right. Iron Man, I think I forgot about he can electrify his shit, so I guess not.
I mean, he's got some stuff I think that would help him, but I do think there's a possibility the 100 dudes do take him out. He's got a limited amount of power, so like
yeah. Captain America's just good at fighting.
Yeah,
so
same with like Black Panther. It's like they're really good at fighting, so it's like
but so many of them, I think I just don't. It's just so many people,
which is crazy because you watch them like fight well over 100 aliens in the movies, and you feel like they'd be overwhelmed. But they sit there and they take them out.
That was a bit pretty. Yeah, you feel like that's the case, but
it's just a movie. They're making it look good.
They weren't the only. It just looked like they were. It was every hero in the Marvel universe.
You had Hawkeye fighting one guy, and then you had Doctor Strange coming through and wiping out 1,000. Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. So true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not beating Doctor Strange.
No,
he's magic. They're not beating fucking Chris Angel.
Mm-hmm.
They're not beating magic people. They're not beating David Copperfield.
That's a good point. They didn't beat David Copperfield, the magician or the Charles Dickens novel.
Ooh, what about Jeff Dunham? Do you think they would?
You think Jeff Dunham would get beat by 100 guys? Yeah.
Well, I mean, he just got.
I think Jeff Dunham might beat off 100 guys.
It wouldn't count because they're puppets doing it.
That's exactly right. It's
so
just puppet
it wouldn't
brothel.
count.
Human puppet brothel, Jeff Dunham.
What Justice League member do you think?
Man,
see, that's different because all those guys are all strong. These guys are so strong. Do you think Batman?
No,
do you think they could beat Batman?
I mean, I would say yes, and every Batman fan on Earth would say no, because if you give Batman enough time to prepare, then
you don't got time to prepare.
Yeah, I know.
You don't got time to prepare.
I feel like Batman.
Batman, you don't always have time to prepare. I know he says he does. Mm-hmm. You know, he says, I got a freaking Rolodex of everybody's
plans.
I got a Rolodex of everybody's weakness.
I know exactly what I could do.
I have kryptonite underwear.
If the Green Lanterns come, get a number 2 pencil. Because they're weak to wood and yellow.
He hates yellow. If the Green Lantern comes up, just bring a yellow
Hey, Green
flag.
Lantern,
Just
I'm yellow.
Take him to the. Just grab a flag from a NASCAR flag during.
I feel like, yeah, history, Green Lantern has some of the most ridiculous-ass weaknesses. It's the best. It's the best. Yeah, Batman's the only one they even have a shot with. I mean, Robin they could for sure take out.
Yeah, Batman is even.
Not
Robin.
for sure. Not if it's Jason Todd. That dude's a psychopath. He'll
He's a
probably
psychopath,
kill him. He'll
but-
probably kill them all.
He would still get.
I don't know. He's a psychopath.
There's Batman,
I'm just
another
kidding.
guy.
I'm just kidding.
Another guy that has.
Batman's so overrated. I swear. His movies are great, but like everyone who's his fan just acts like it's the coolest shit ever because like he can do everything and then they complain about Superman like, "Oh, but Superman is not fun cuz he always loses or he always wins and there's no mystery." It's like, well, you make it no mystery. You say everyone can lose to Batman. What? No,
Not
they
100
can't.
men. Not 100 men.
No, they can't.
For
You know
damn
why?
sure.
'Cause Batman's regular. That's the whole point. That's what makes him exciting is the
Well,
fact that he would lose to
yeah, he's
Superman.
rich. The superpower
He's in a
is rich.
world of gods. And he's out there as a normal guy fighting alongside them. That's what makes him cool is
That's why
that
you root
he
for him.
could die.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's the only one that might die is what makes him cool. Stop being
and
like
then he
he's
beats
the
him
toughest
somehow.
big man guy. No. He's a regular dude. He is cool.
Yeah,
He's
that's how
awesome.
you make a good story.
But
you
he's
don't
the
make a good
underdog.
story
He's not the
with a guy that
overdog.
can't be beat.
Yeah, no. He's the underdog.
He
Root
can't be
for
beat.
him. Yeah, he can be
Yeah.
beat.
DC,
He can be beat.
man,
I know.
they just have so much. All their guys overpowered.
It's very. I feel like it's very. I know all comic books are cartoony, but it's very cartoony almost. Very Looney Tunes.
It's a guy that has every power, and he's on a team.
Yeah. With
Why is he on a team?
Because
He's got every power.
maybe can only use one at a time, so he needs people that have all his other powers.
I guess. And if you're not lucky enough to get Superman, just get his dog.
Yep.
He's got the same damn powers, but he's a
yeah,
dog.
Yeah, the dog's better than you are. If not, you at least get his, 12-year-old female cousin or whatever, and you got what Superboy's clone, and you got the guy that's dressed in metal and has a giant hammer. There's like 12 Supermans now.
Yeah, you got fucking
You only need one Superman. They got
Shaq,
12 of them. Yeah.
Shaka.
Steel.
Superman?
Yeah, he was Steel. I hope he gets like a cameo in something.
Oh,
That'd be so
James
great.
Gunn to do that
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh yeah, I think he should. It'd be
Ooh.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, if he brought him in back in with Steel, and Steel is fighting side by side with the General.
Eating a shakaroni pizza. Filling up their Epson with some printer ink. So
What's your next one?
what are we thinking here? I'm thinking we did vehicles, we did superheroes.
Yeah.
I think 100 men cannot defeat an elephant in a tug of war. Not in a fight, in a tug of war.
In a tug of war?
I don't think 100 men could beat an elephant in a tug of war.
Jesus. I don't... Okay, well, number one, you're going to have to get the elephant to tug.
Yeah, let's just assume that it knows what it's doing.
That the elephant knows what he's
That it
doing?
knows it's in a tug of war, and it knows how to pull.
Every time I've been around elephants, they're usually coming towards me.
You must be,
Like in the zoo.
yeah. They
They're like
always walk over
not trying to get
you.
away from me.
I think you're going to give them a little peanut.
Yeah. That's all I have is a little peanut.
Heyo. All right, fine. In a fight, elephant. I feel like an elephant takes out more dudes than a gorilla does. Because elephant's got that thick skin. Like, a dude's not going to be able to punch through an elephant.
know. You
You
see
got
how
to
those-
stack up and start punching it like in the butthole or something.
You see, and I know you can't have weapons,
Yeah.
But you've seen all those cave drawings where they're freaking
Oh, I
throwing
know.
shit. There's like 5 of them taking down a woolly mammoth.
Yeah, but they got the spears.
they do, but there's got to be some way to freaking. I mean, if you got more than 5, you for sure could take one
Okay,
down.
so which one's stronger then, elephant or rhino?
So now a rhino
Also
doesn't do
armored.
anything but charge.
Yeah, and it's that one we saw in freaking St. Louis was big as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand how fucking big these things are.
Yeah. Walruses. You see the walrus?
Oh god.
Those things are gigantic.
Yeah, it's insane.
I saw some documentary where that had like all these walruses out there,
Yeah.
and then this polar bear who normally wouldn't attack him, but he was starving, so he's like, I gotta attack him, but he had to wait. This thing was like 5 times the size of a damn
a polar bear.
Polar bear.
And polar bears are like 1,500 pounds. They're huge.
yeah. It's a goddamn bear.
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest bears.
Non-koala.
Yeah,
Kawawa.
Not a kawawa. Not a kawawa, not a panda. A big boy. Dang. Yeah, I think
I don't know.
think elephant could win, might lose. I think
Tug of war,
rhino wins every time.
If they were tug of warring, I think an elephant would win.
I think so too.
Elephants freaking
I think
just
so too.
tall people and shit.
That's true. They're a mode of transportation.
Yeah. They don't move. If they don't want to move, I don't think they're moving.
Yeah, it's like tug of war with a car almost.
Well, some of them other pachyderms though are like a hippopotamus. Is he a pachyderm?
Yeah, they're vicious as
They're
hell.
supposed to be like the meanest animal or
They're the
some shit.
deadliest.
Deadliest.
Because they're territorial and people try to cross the river and they get snapped in half because this motherfucker's like 900 pounds. He's got jaws that snap like a bear trap.
He just eats marbles.
Yeah, I mean, only marbles. I don't know if you guys know how hard a marble is, but it's harder than you are. He's gonna smudge you up.
He eats all the marbles.
He's gonna munch you. He hungry.
right.
He hungry. He hungry.
That's right, Squid Games.
That's
Freaking hippopotamus playing a different kind of marbles.
Damn straight.
Different kind of marble. Yeah,
I love that game.
I don't think a. So would you rather go up against a hippopotamus or rhino?
Bro.
Rhino seem like to be always charging.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I'd rather be up against. I think the hippo's gonna kill me quicker. So I'll go with the hippo.
Because you want to die quicker.
I'm gonna die either way.
What if there's 100 of you? Maybe you won't.
I'll take the hippo. I feel like it's got softer skin. I ain't punching
yeah.
through no rhino. I'm
Yeah,
a
he does
punch.
have a
I'm a
little
punch and
softer
punch
skin.
and punch and punch.
Like that piggy skin.
Nothing's
kind of,
gonna happen.
probably.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
got like that squishy like dolphin skin.
Oh, man. Mudang.
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 Now, 100 dudes could not beat Mudang.
They'd be smitten with the cuteness.
Too smitten.
They'd be cutinated.
Did you have any more that you
What?
wanted to present?
Remember when so remember when we had our episode, which you guys could go back and look up our episode about who we could beat in a fight ourselves?
Yes.
And I said Jaws.
yeah.
You didn't seem to agree with me, but
I don't think you can beat Jaws in a fight. Still.
I had
It's such a compelling argument.
I had a great plan of action, which is
Punch him.
punch him in the nose.
Uh-huh.
Just yeah.
My favorite thing about sharks and like fighting sharks is I feel like that's everyone's plan is like, okay, step 1, I punched it in the nose. It's like it's the one fact that everyone knows is like punch that shit in the nose.
Yeah. If you wanted to defeat jellyfish, pee on them.
Yep, we're all so prepared for underwater life to attack us. Okay, step 1, I'm gonna punch it in the nose.
Yeah, I don't know if there's jellyfish or sharks, but I'm gonna pee on you.
Yeah, okay, so 100 guys versus Jaws?
No, because I can get them by myself.
Okay, fair.
Also, I was just rethinking. I was just rethinking
Yeah.
during when we were doing that episode about who we could beat, and you were
You were fight the babies?
you were talking. You're like, I'm gonna beat up Gilbert Grape. Gilbert Grape, not realizing that Gilbert Grape is Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
Not
I know. I boofed it
not
so
the
hard.
slow kid in the tree.
I think I could still take Gilbert Grape.
What do you think about let's see, a lion? What about a lion?
See, now I think you're getting into dangerous territory.
Yeah.
I think a lion could
Or a tiger?
I think a lion could go either way. I think a tiger's going to do better more often. I think a tiger, I feel like they're more aggressive and maybe a little bit bigger. I could be wrong there, but in my mind, the stripes are more intimidating,
They're huge.
so it seems crazier to me. So tiger feels like it has a better chance, but I think both could win. But I think 100 guys still is a lot of dudes.
Okay, they are
they got the-
going to be intimidating.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is how are you going to get in?
Remember
at it?
when we went to
It's
the
got
freaking
knives in its hand.
when we went to the zoo and that tiger was so loud.
Oh yeah, it was horny or something.
It was so loud. He made noise that
was
was
yelling for
terrifying.
Yeah, I have it on
and
video.
it was so. It would like the entire. Yeah, it was like,
Wild.
geesh, that would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah. Shere Khan. Baby.
Half of the 100 people would be shitting their pants.
Yeah, I think the tiger wins. I think
Screw action economy.
I
That
think-
tiger.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because you don't get to roll if you're paralyzed.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Mm-hmm. There's reason turn undead works. They're afraid of you.
Yeah,
Afraid of
they
you.
afraid. They afraid.
They afraid.
So the five things that we think. So we think 100 men could beat Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm. I disagree, but I understand.
You don't. I have a plan.
I don't like your plan. I
On
feel like
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot and Jaws will just we will never see eye to eye on Bigfoot and Jaws.
Okay. Well, you know what?
We can't let this tear us apart.
That's fine. Here's what's going to happen, Matt.
Okay.
You're going to be attacked by a shark, and you're going to decide not to use my plan, and then you're going to get ate.
Nope, I know your plan. I'm with it. If I get attacked by a shark, step one, punch it in the nose.
Punch him in the face.
After that, I'm gonna confuse it. Everyone else goes for the nose. I'm going straight for the gills. Going straight in the gill, straight out the gill. Then while he's trying to catch his breath, I'm going to slide down. I'm going to find his butthole. I'm going to punch him right in the butthole. And then when he's like, oh, that's my butthole, I'm going to hit him again and again and again and again, right in the butthole. Just 1, 2,
Shark
3, 4.
butthole?
Jaws, 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 Jaws.
Punch him in. They got like 2 dicks, I think.
Oh, dang. So after his butthole's nice and swollen, then I'm just gonna freaking speed bag those double dangs. He got them double dangalangs, and I'm gonna be like dinga 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 dinga. Boom. I beat Jaws.
Is this underwater?
It's everywhere.
I only fight Jaws out of water.
That's probably smart.
Think 100 men could beat a whale?
Which whale? Beluga, yes. Beluga, yes, because they're not that big. They're like the size of a dolphin.
We can't
But a
breathe in water.
But a blue whale, no.
We can't even breathe in water.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But,
Underwater.
But it's contained area, right? They can't go too deep. I think 100 dudes could take out a beluga.
Okay.
But maybe not, because they got to swim, and those belugas can swim good. And the average person maybe
How
can't
big
swim.
is a beluga?
It's a bit bigger than a dolphin. It's got the white head that's all squishy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The narwhal is maybe the smallest one with the big fucking tooth.
Is a narwhal a whale?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, they
that might
look
be
like
the
a whale.
smallest one.
They look like a whale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did like a whole project on whales when I was in the special kid program when I was a kid.
Ooh.
Smart special.
Yes.
That's what they told me, at least.
Do a report on whales.
Uh-huh. You got to research whatever you wanted. It was great. I researched freaking cryptids like in second grade. It was awesome.
That is awesome. What which one do you think so 100 men, which which Pokemon
Okay.
can 100 men beat?
It's going to be tough because you got a lot of elemental things, right?
Oh, yeah.
The fire's going to take you out. The lightning's going to take you out. The ice is going to take you out. But I think if you get the smaller guys, your bug guys,
The Jigglypuff,
yeah. Well, Jigglypuff can put them to
he's
sleep,
going to put you to sleep.
but he can only put so many to sleep. He only
Okay.
can put one opponent to sleep every time.
Oh, one?
And they got to be, and if
That's
it's
99 more people.
exactly, and if
Ooh.
it's Smash Brothers, they got to be right next to it to fall asleep. Jigglypuff gets punted.
You got 99 problems.
Yeah, and a kick to the face about to be won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can take out your,
Yeah.
but then if he levels up and he gets psychic powers, well then you're screwed. That's the thing.
Oh, he
they
gets
can all
psychic?
they can all level up to a point where they get the superpowers.
So none of the evolutions.
I feel like a rat-a-tat.
What about that racist one?
the Jinx?
That one in blackface.
Well,
What does he do?
it's psychic. I feel
She
like
do.
she's psychic.
What do they do? Sorry, I don't want to mess up pronouns of.
of the Pokemon. They can be either.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if a Jinx can be both. Or Mr. Mime. I don't know how they do that because they weren't planning on you breeding the Pokemon on the first games, and then they decided you could do that later. So I would assume you can have a female Mr. Mime and a male Jinx. I don't know. But they're psychic. So they'll hit you with the psychic powers.
Oh, they're psychic. Oh, dang.
They'll change your mind. They'll
dang.
move you around. They'll blow you up with a Psybeam. It's tough. It's hard out there. If they're high enough level, most of these guys can take you out. But I think the bug guys is your best bet.
Okay.
Although if you get like the butterfly one, it's gonna poison your ass.
Well, they have the power. Yeah, but 100 people?
I know. 100 people. You're right. Okay. Most of the non-rock smaller guys, 100 dudes could take them out.
Charizard?
Yeah. Charizard's taking out 100 dudes. He'll take out
He
100
is?
dudes. Yeah. Big dudes, they'll take out the 100 dudes. Yeah, they got these moves that would take out like 10 at a time. Easy.
Pikachu?
Easy. Yeah, Pikachu hit that thunder boy.
And he's a detective.
And he's a detective. So he's got all of Batman's skills.
Yeah.
too.
Plus lightning.
In fact, I would say, personally, I think Detective Pikachu is a better detective than Batman.
Ooh. That's a hot take.
Voice your displeasure in the comments. I'm clipping. I literally said that just to clip it to piss people off. I mean, it's not true, but
Who do you think's a better detective, Batman or Jessica Fletcher?
ooh, from Murder, She Wrote.
I think that's her name.
That is. Otherwise, I don't think I would have got the pull. It is definitely Jessica Fletcher. Yeah. I'm sorry, Bats, but there's a lot of episodes of Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah.
And she always gets her man.
She always gets him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Miss Marple wishes.
Mm-hmm.
She was Jessica Fletcher.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm with you. Hey, I'm with you. Do you think 100 men could beat up Jessica Fletcher?
Never. They'd be too enamored. Have you seen her?
She's be our guest. She would.
Oh yeah. What's her
she's
real
been in
name?
cartoon. She was
Angela Lansbury.
Yeah, she's passed away.
Yeah, she was Mrs. Potts, wasn't she?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tale is
And she's
old
in.
as time.
She's also in Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Song is old as rhyme.
Old, back when.
Beauty and the Beast. Now Disney's gonna sue us because I sang the whole chorus.
Oh man.
We're screwed.
Quick.
We're screwed.
What Disney character do you think 100 men?
Okay, 100 men would whoop Mickey Mouse. They'd whoop Donald Duck.
Donald Duck.
They'd whoop Goofy.
Goofy.
Pete could take out 10 or so.
Pete.
The Genie, he could beat 100 guys, but that's just because he's got Genie powers.
Oh yeah.
Aladdin gets whooped.
Mustafa.
Mufasa?
Mufasa.
Mufasa, he's a lion, so he wins. Mufasa, Scar, grown-up Simba. Now, Timon and Pumbaa, they get whooped.
Hercules.
Ratatouille wins. One rat can take out so many men.
You can't catch them.
No, so many men. One bite from the bubonic plague, and they take out your entire family
They'll
tree.
freaking take out half a continent.
Yeah, bingo. Ratatouille wins. Wally wins. But that's just because he would activate his weapons that you haven't ever seen. Mike Wazowski gets his ass kicked, but Sully could take out like 20 to 30 dudes.
What about the llama guy?
Kuzco from Emperor's New Groove.
Mm-hmm.
I think he probably could take 5 to 6 dudes. Because he's a llama. Otherwise, when he's in human form, zero dudes. Zero dudes. I think the Little Mermaid in mermaid form, she does all right. Elsa could take out 100
mermaid
dudes.
form only?
Yeah. Yeah, she can't even talk in non-mermaid
Rescuers Down Under. They're under.
Yeah.
The rescuer in Australian. I guess they are just the rescuers.
They're also mice.
They don't always have to.
So I'm all in on rodents. The Great
Okay.
Mouse Detective takes them out.
Okay.
The rescuers
Ooh.
take them out.
Oh yeah. Have you seen Mouse Trap? That movie with.
The only mouse who doesn't win is Mickey Mouse, and that's because he's wearing pants.
And he's huge. I've seen him.
Yeah, and he's huge. Yeah, I've met him multiple times. I kissed his wife. Sorry.
Oh my! Oh boy!
Hey,
Hey,
Pluto! Hey, Pluto! Grab the ball. Hey,
Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like 100 dudes could take out a lot of things.
It's action economy.
And I feel like people need to not underestimate the power of dudes. Dudes
Yeah.
are cool. I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes.
For dudes.
We're all dudes. And if we work together, we can accomplish a lot of things. Stop underestimating the power of working together. We've gotten to the bottom of this. 100 dudes can take out anything if they have the right plan.
100 dudes. You have the right plan.
You could take out anything.
You could beat climate
Bigfoot.
change.
Yeah, potentially. If you got the right 100 dudes. The right 100 dudes could do it. Not me, of course, but like maybe the guy who made the slingshot, maybe all the oil execs. They could probably fight climate change if they, grew a conscience or,
No,
or
those-
a penis.
Not old white dudes.
Oh, yeah. So if we could get a bunch of young, not white, maybe even not dudes.
Yeah, definitely
in
not
fact.
dudes.
You know what? We should start a whole initiative.
Ooh.
A whole initiative.
Oh, initiatives.
Yeah, because we need to make sure that we diversify the point of view so that we can make sure that we work together best to take out 100 things. So we should make sure we diversify our assets. We need to make sure we include as much things as we can. And what we want it to be.
Opposite.
Equal across the board. In fact, I think we call it diversity, equity, and inclusion. And then we could all work together and accomplish anything. Satire. Pulled that one out. Pulled that one out of my big white ass. I do still buy stuff at Target. I know that they're boycotting the Target, but I still do it.
Are they?
Yeah.
Why are they boycotting the Target?
They got rid of the DEI stuff and
they did?
went anti-gay and yeah.
They did?
Yeah, after all their gay clothes and
damn
stuff,
it.
they went anti-gay.
They went anti-gay?
Yeah. As soon as Trump came in, they're like, "Yeah, let's get rid of that DEI, son."
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're actually doing pretty poorly right now, money-wise. People,
Well, that's everybody.
People are boycotting hard, but they do get Pokemon cards sometimes, so.
Geesh, I didn't know.
The internet.
I bought some underwear from there. I wish I'd known.
You could have got them on Amazon, which they're probably also boycotting.
They're not freaking. I mean,
Everything.
when they, that's odd that they're doing bad because whenever they were boycotting Chick-fil-A, they
Nothing
went
happened.
they lined up from all the friggin'
I don't know what it is about Chick-fil-A.
The right-
It blows my mind. I mean, I don't eat it. Like, whatever. People can eat whatever they want, but that one just blows my mind. Like, yeah, every time that they say they're going to boycott it, that one never is affected. We're all going to boycott No, you're not. I see the line. It is 5 hours long for a medium chicken sandwich.
You know when I want a Chick-fil-A sandwich?
Sunday when you're drunk?
Always Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday
Every
morning when
time.
you're drunk.
It's the only time I ever want one of those sandwiches.
Get a freaking chicken biscuit.
I don't know what I'm. Yeah, Sunday when I got the Sunday drunks.
Oh, boy. I remember being hungover on some
I like-
goddamn Sundays.
It's Sunday. I want a goddamn chicken biscuit and some fucking crafts
Oh.
from fucking Hobby Lobby.
You remember?
Why isn't shit open?
You remember those fucking coupons I had for Jack in the Box tacos?
I remember when you had. Yeah, you were just you
A whole
had
stack
that
of them.
was like fucking gold.
Yeah, there were free 2 tacos at Jack in the Box,
Dang.
and we would go, and everyone would just go get. I'd end up with like 10 tacos, and
That
whoever
was
wanted
a-
one. That was great.
You had a freaking like a bag full of them.
It was my whole wallet. Just had a whole stack that I took with us
Really?
every time.
You were, like trailing behind you as you walked.
Well, the
Let's get
dude,
so
the
many.
dude left his table
your
when he was
Hansel
at the
and Gretel?
mall, and just left the coupons on the table, and it didn't say take one, so I took them all.
Yeah,
I was poor as fuck, boy. I'm gonna take them free tacos.
freaking here's.
Ya boy knows how to survive, and if I have 99 other guys, I can survive anything. Brought it back. I think we got to the bottom of it, right? We got to the bottom of a lot of things.
We
100
did.
guys
We just
versus
started-
everything.
Talking about a lot of shit.
Yeah, we just
100
ripped
guys,
100 guys
vi-
versus
climate
100
change,
guys versus the world.
100 guys fucking adopt a highway.
Yeah, I mean they should. When
Yeah.
I went on Adopt a Highway when I was in student council in high school, and we found this bag full of like work shirt name tags, tons of them, and it was all sorts of names, and they were wild names too.
Oh.
It wasn't like regular names. I had one that said like Maverick and like Valentino, Fernando. Like I had any name you could come up with. I wish I wouldn't have got rid of those things. They were so fucking awesome.
Must have fell off like one of those uniform places.
Yeah, it had to have. And it
Yeah.
was just, they were all up and down the road. And I had just a whole bag of those things.
How many names their kid? Maverick.
I know. I used that one.
Yeah,
I put it on my hat.
but they could name their kid Fernando.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's real Fernandos. No one's a Maverick. John McCain died a long time ago. He was the Maverick. R.I.P. I guess Tom Cruise is Maverick in Top Gun, but you've not seen that.
He was a Maverick. So was James Gardner.
Oh, yeah, James Garner. Is he
Yeah.
related to Jennifer Garner?
Maybe it's Garner,
Yeah,
not Gard.
yeah, I think it's Garner. I think it's
Yeah.
James Garner.
Jennifer Garner. Maybe they're related.
I don't know.
I
I was
don't
just
know.
thinking about that right now.
I don't know.
James Garner was pretty funny.
Yeah, I would watch him always in the friggin' that TV show he's in when they it was like I forgot the name of it, but
Me too.
you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I liked him too.
Yeah, he was always getting beat up.
Yeah,
He would get beat up a lot.
he would. The good old days.
I like a guy that just get beat up a lot.
The jobbers, if you will. I guess
Couldn't beat Wolverine.
no. Wolverine could beat 100 guys.
You got
Can't kill him.
no healing factor. I mean, I think he's dead.
That's
Now.
dumb. He's been dead for a while, hasn't he?
I think so.
Well, they brought an old one back, right? I think they have an old Logan and
X-23 is, I think,
goes
Wolverine
by
now.
Wolverine. Yeah.
Oh, they did do a whole deal where they brought. I don't know if Old Man Logan is
Yeah, I can't remember.
still
either.
walking around or not, but they did combine all the
Yeah.
like universes
And then made a new Ultimate Universe.
yeah
you know.
and crap. So I don't know. I haven't read for a while.
It's been a while for me too. I do have the app though, so maybe I'll get caught up.
Yeah, at least figure out
I did
What
like
the
Thunderbolts.
fucks up with Wolverine.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Oh
to
yeah,
see.
we watched. We want to watch the Thunderbolts
I
movie.
did like that. I was a fan.
Yeah, I was a big fan too.
They did a good job.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm
that
excited to see
I
what,
would
what
say
happens.
that ranks in the top 7 of my
Okay.
Marvel movies, maybe.
Okay.
Top 10 for sure.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
sat there listening. Top 10 for sure.
I can see that. Yeah.
Top 10
It was very
for
good.
sure.
It was very good.
For sure.
For sure.
It doesn't beat Iron Man 2, but
Gotta love Whiplash. And
yeah.
that's about 'em, boys. Out!